What is the One Piece? Who was Joyboy? What happened during the Void Century? How far can Luffy's penis stretch? How will One Piece end? Is the One Piece even real? These are just a few of the countless unanswered mysteries of One Piece. Despite being over 1,000 chapters long, many of these mysteries still remain unanswered. But there are an equal amount of theories that have been made to try to explain these mysteries. Some of these theories being very interesting and plausible, with a great amount of research and evidence backing it up, while others can be very bad theories, and that is what this video is all about. So it's Void Month right now, as I am currently making this video. It might not be by the time I finish editing and uploading the video, but right now, Oda is on break for 4 weeks due to his eye surgery. God bless that man, I hope he gets well soon. But due to that, the community is starved of content. During this time, I reread all of One Piece, and I caught up to the latest chapter, and fucking hell, it is so fucking good. It's so damn good. Mwah! Cliffhanger after cliffhanger. So much happened. I just couldn't bear to wait patiently, so I just went online and started consuming all of the One Piece media that there was, like fan animations, music videos, memes, and then One Piece theories. One Piece theories are some of my favorite theories of all time of any series. Like, the world of One Piece is just so mysterious, so vast, yet at the same time has so much goofiness that allows for some, like, pretty crazy theories. I got super invested in learning about some of the theories that the community had. Some of them were pretty damn good and actually had a good chance of happening. And then there were some theories that made me say, what the fuck? Who let this man cook? But despite how bad they were, a lot of them made me laugh. Like, some of the theories were actually hilarious. And so I scoured the One Piece community looking for the worst theories, the goofiest, and the funniest, and put them into this video. So this video is going to be divided into 2 parts. Part 1 is going to be the actual bad theories part, whereas part 2 is the honorable mentions. The honorable mentions are theories that lack substance or just mainly satirical, made as a meme, so they're not serious, and I don't consider them to be real bad theories. They just didn't fit with the rest of the theories, but I still wanted to talk about them due to their absurdity or relevance to the topic. And with that explanation out of the way, let's just get started with the main bad theories. So the first bad theory is actually one of my favorites. It's that Crocodile is Luffy's mom. If you're unaware of this theory, you may be completely baffled at how this theory even exists. You might be wondering, isn't Crocodile a dude? How can he be Luffy's mother? Well, that's where the theories come in. Back in Impel Down, Eva, along with Luffy, reunited with Crocodile, where Eva said something quite interesting, along the lines of that he knew what Crocodile's quote-unquote secret was. Now, this secret hasn't been confirmed, but people speculated that this has to do with Eva's powers to change people's genders, which caused a surprising amount of people to believe Crocoboy is not actually Crocoboy, but Croco Girl. Basically, the theory is that he's a woman turned man by Eva. And honestly, this alone isn't a horrible theory. It's actually not that absurd, considering Eva has literally turned himself and many other characters into the opposite gender. Eva also calls Crocodile Croco Boy a lot, which sounds a little weird, almost as if he wasn't always a boy. There are also quite a lot of other subtle evidence that fans have discovered that actually help support this theory. So the theory itself ain't that bad. But then, the theory gets even weirder when people start to theorize Crocoboy is Luffy's mother. I'm not exactly sure how this theory got started. I'm pretty sure it started as a joke or something and that people took seriously, but it is a goofy theory. I mean, let's just look at the two of them for a sec. They both have black hair. They have some similar traits. The age range would make sense for a parent and child. It's also weird how helpful Crocodile was during the same war that it was publicly revealed that Luffy was Dragon's son. We also know nothing about Crocodile and his backstory, but he seems somewhat relevant to the story right now, so he might somehow tie back into the plot, perhaps as, you know, Luffy's mother. There are also quite a lot of valid counter-arguments against this theory, like for example, why did Crocodile not recognize Luffy? And why did he try to kill Luffy during Alabasta? But there are possible explanations for this. Like maybe Crocodile left him when he was young and just like left him with Garp or something. I mean, in all the backstories, we saw that Luffy was never with either of his parents. So it's like, it's not impossible. Overall, I find this theory very unlikely, and I don't think it's true, but you know, there is a possibility. It's not completely disproven. And honestly, if it were true, I would not be against it. I think that'd actually just be so funny. Like, imagine if they were mother and son. That would mean Luffy had to get his mother wet in order to fist her in Alabasta.
I figured out that when you get wet, your body hardens, so you can be clobbered when you're a big stiff. Then I grabbed you with my wet hand, and you were in pain, which means you can't beat me when I'm wet. You wanna fight me? Let's fight! I'm angry and I'm wet.
Not only that, but Crocodile also repeatedly sucked out all of Luffy's fluids, causing him to shrivel up like a mummy. Mummy? More like mommy. Kind of funny to think about, but unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. I can dream though. Anyways, my next theory is not really that much of a theory, it's more of a meme. But I wanted to add it anyways, since it's hilarious, and it actually has a lot of evidence backing it up. And it's that Zoro is racist. Yes, Zoro, the minority hunter, is racist. Now this is quite the popular meme, so you might have heard of it. Zoro is racist. There is a surprising amount of evidence that backs up this claim. A lot of evidence, in fact. Like, several of his opponents were dark-skinned, or of dark-skinned origins. Mr. One was dark-skinned. King was black. Django looks like Michael Jackson, who was black. Mrs. Monday, who was dark-skinned. The Booger Bomb guy, who's black. Ohm and Pika, who are not exactly black, but they are dark-skinned. He also fought Kaku, who's a giraffe. And where are giraffes located again? Africa. Right. I mean, most of his opponents seem to be or have origins that are black or dark skinned. Not only that, but who does Zoro beef with the most in the Straw Hats? Black Leg Sanji. Also, during the 2-year time skip, it was shown that Zoro fought monkey monsters. He fought a lot of monkeys, in fact. Plus, when Usopp got into the fight with Luffy during Water 7, Zoro is the one who really wanted Usopp to be kicked out. And Oda has confirmed Usopp to be African. Zoro also throws away his black swords and keeps his white ones. He also refers to the minks as your kind. Almost as if he thinks of them all the same. And you know what the cherry on top is? Oda himself said Zoro would be a police officer if he was in real life. You know, this is probably just all a hilarious coincidence, but the meme is just so funny to think about. Every time he does something a little bit suspicious, everyone just brings up the fact that he's a minority hunter. But moving on from minority hunter Zoro, the third theory on my list is that Luffy's Gear 5 was going to be big brain mode. So this theory came out prior to Luffy's current Gear 5 review, so it's a little bit outdated, but I still absolutely love this theory. The theory is basically that people thought Luffy was going to enhance and inflate his brain power in order to defeat Kaido with smarts instead of just brute strength. Kaido is probably one of the most physically strong person in the entire One Piece universe. Imagine if he got defeated by pure brain power instead of combat power. Honestly, I don't know why I added it to this list, because this is unironically a fucking amazing theory. Luffy acts like an idiot throughout the whole series, but he's not dumb. He doesn't have a lot of like academic intelligence, but he's got pretty good instincts, and several times he's shown in battle that Luffy can clearly think cleverly. He's definitely smarter than he looks. He just chooses to act how he wants to act. But imagine how fucking amazing it'd be if he dedicated an entire form to just being smart. Gear 5, he uses his powers to enhance his brain, smacking down Kaido with pure logic instead of combat prowess. Or maybe he'd become super powerful by becoming smarter. You know what they say, knowledge is power. And that could have been what Gear 5 was going to be. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Luffy's current Gear 5. It's like super goofy and it honestly fits Luffy perfectly. And it's fucking hype. Even though some people have complaints for it, I am not disappointed with Luffy's current Gear 5. It's fantastic. But I just think Luffy going big brain mode would just be so funny. And at the same time, genuinely insanely good. Usually new forms or transformations are just another power up or just something to increase strength. But big brain mode would just subvert the expectation drastically. It's like very innovative. It's also the reason why I like Luffy's current Gear 5, since it's not like super edgy or anything. It's a very creative new form. But, you know, I feel like big brain mode would also be awesome. You know, like Luffy's just flexing his dumb high IQ on everyone. You know, this could still be possible. Maybe Gear 6 would be big brain mode. Maybe this will be his final form. Or maybe he can have like a second Gear 5 version. Like with Gear 4, he has like Snake Man, Tank Man, and Bounce Man. Maybe for like Gear 5, he can have like Gear 5, Vegapunk, Brain Mode or something. Maybe Luffy's gonna imitate Vegapunk's like intelligence to defeat Emu, the world government, and all the other Yonkos using nothing but his pure smarts. That would be an epic final battle. Fighting? Pathetic. Battle me in chess, bro. Winner becomes Pirate King. But alas, this is probably not gonna happen since it actually just goes against Luffy's character. Luffy's not supposed to be a super smart guy. Oda himself literally said that. Oda wanted Luffy to be an act before he thinks kind of guy, which is why Luffy rarely ever has any thought bubbles. So the chances are we'll never see Big Brain Luffy. I know, very tragic. Anyways, sadness aside, the next theory is related to Zoro again, and the theory is that Zoro only joined the Straw Hats to kill Luffy once he becomes the king of the pirates. Basically, that he's playing the long con, helping Luffy become the greatest pirate, just to backstab him at the very end, and then claim the title of the world's greatest bounty hunter by capturing the Pirate King himself. That is the Zoro betrayal theory. And as far as I'm aware, there isn't much evidence that really supports this theory, other than the fact that Zoro is still sometimes referred to as a pirate hunter. But there's really not much else to say. Though if it did happen, that'd be quite interesting to think about. Would Zoro like ambush Luffy and then kill him by surprise? Or would Zoro propose to have a somewhat honorable duel with Luffy? Why would Zoro just go so far risking his very life for this? And how is he so confident that Luffy would become the Pirate King? Honestly, this theory just gives us more questions than answers. It's not a great theory to say the least, but it's still a little goofy theory to think about. The next theory, though, is actually two theories I want to talk about, but they kind of connect with each other, so I combined them into one. One of the theories is pretty decent, and the other one is fucking goofy. And the theory is that Luffy is literally the one and only Joy Boy. He's not like a reincarnation or a successor or anything, but Luffy literally is Joy Boy. He somehow goes back to the past and becomes the Joy Boy of legend. Also, Buggy is actually Emu. Yes, the Emu is secretly Buggy this entire time. Both Luffy and Buggy somehow time traveled to the past, somehow leading to Luffy as Joy Boy, and Buggy becoming Emu through a bunch of misunderstandings and shenanigans. The Luffy being Joy Boy part is actually pretty interesting. I don't think it's that bad, even though it does involve some like weird time travel shit. A lot of people complain that Luffy magically having a god fruit and being a reincarnation or whatever of Joy Boy felt like a bit of an asshole. Made him feel like a chosen one, rather than him working hard to achieve what he has now. But if he really did somehow time travel to the past and become the original Joy Boy, it'd show that he isn't the chosen one, and that Luffy is literally just him He worked to build his own legend. People theorized that maybe the One Piece is a time travel machine, or maybe Vegapunk will create a time travel machine. The time travel part is a little bit iffy, but then again, there already is time travel in One Piece. I forgot her name, but Oden's wife time traveled from the past to the future. So would it really be so absurd to say that the reverse is possible? I mean, who knows? Now, on to the Buggy part of this theory. So I actually saw the Buggy theory on Reddit. Yes, I know Reddit. I know Reddit's not a very trustworthy site, but they've got some pretty funny One Piece memes and some pretty funny shitty theories as well. So I like it. Anyways, I'll post the link to the Reddit post I'm talking about in my video description. But it basically goes super in-depth on how he thinks Buggy and the Straw Hats will go back to the past. At first, you think that this is a meme post praising Buggy the Clown, but the theory itself is very long. Like, shit, man put so much work into this, I'm inclined to believe that he's serious. And based on the replies, it genuinely does sound like he thinks this is a possibility. And to be fair, they're like, you know, there is a chance, you know, like a slim chance that it could be real. And honestly, Buggy has bullshitted his way from being a petty pirate all the way to becoming a fucking Yonko. What's wrong with him going up one more level and just casually becoming Emu, a king of the world? The theory basically just goes that Buggy and Luffy go back to the past, Luffy saves the day, yada yada, Buggy gives a great speech, some misunderstanding stuff happen, and everyone vows to serve Buggy. And ever since then, Buggy has been playing the role of Emu this entire time. At the end of One Piece, he'll stop pretending and just tell everyone, "I'm not a god, I'm a pirate, you idiots!" And Buggy will ultimately disband the world government. The end. Now, do I think that this is going to happen? Obviously, no. But knowing Oda, it kind of does sound like the some stupid shit he'd do. Like, Oda loves to add some random comedic plot twist. The thing is, I don't think Oda would be willing to ruin one of his major villains just for shits and giggles. Overall, some parts of this theory actually has some cool and interesting aspects, but some other parts of this theory has some major plot holes, and some parts just feel like a fanfic. But I wanted to talk about it since they put so much work into creating and writing out this fucking theory, so huge respects to that. But the next theory I want to talk about is a theory that has no work put into it. And the theory is that Mihawk is actually Kuina, aka Zoro's childhood rival. Yeah, that's a thing that people thought. Don't ask me how people came to this conclusion. I don't know either. It's just very random. At least with the Crocomom theory, there was some subtle evidence and it actually felt somewhat possible, despite being unlikely. But this one just doesn't have much going for it. But you know, let's compare the two of them. They both have black hair, they both are swordsmen, and they have both beaten Zoro in a sword battle. They are obviously different genders, so perhaps Kuina changed her gender with Eva's help or something. I don't know. But if it's true, does Mihawk have amnesia or something? Or does he still have all of his memories as Kuina? Because there has literally been zero implication that Mihawk has recognized Zoro. Like, imagine they actually are the same person. Like, I know they aren't, but just imagine. Imagine Mihawk and Zoro's interaction throughout the entire series. Now replace Mihawk's face with Kuina's face. So first, Zoro gets absolutely annihilated by Kuina with a tiny fucking dagger. Then Zoro begs Kuina during the 2-year time skip for Kuina to train him. But if Mihawk really is Kuina, and Kuina lost to Down D Stairs, does that mean Down D Stairs is Yonko tier? Down D Stairs could solo Shanks, confirmed. But if you thought that theory was absurd, then my next theory is gonna blow your fucking mind, because my next theory is even more absurd. The final theory for my bad theory list is actually the worst theory I have ever heard so far. It is just, I don't know who in their right fucking mind believes this, but the theory is that Usopp is Soga King. I know, it's fucking crazy, it's absurd. Of all the dumb theories, this one takes the fucking cake. Usopp and Soga King are like two completely different characters. They have different backstories, different abilities, different personalities. They're just different. The only trait they both share is that they're both strong enough to one-shot a Yonko. But other than that, I see no other similarities. Like, it's actually crazy that people believe this. Like, some people genuinely believe this theory. Like, unironically believe it. I don't have much to say about this theory since this theory has literally nothing backing it up. So yeah, I'm just going to move on. And that horrible theory just now concludes my main list of bad theories. That's the end of the bad theories, yay. But we're not done just yet. We got a couple more theories to talk about, and these are the honorable mention theories. And the first honorable mention theory I want to talk about is that Emu is Foxy. This theory is similar to the Buggy is Emu theory, but unlike that one, this one is like more of a meme and doesn't have anything backing it up other than the fact they have a similar shaped head. Still, it's not impossible. We haven't seen what happened to Foxy, have we? So perhaps Emu actually is Foxy this entire time. The second honorable mention I want to talk about is that Zoro is an eternal log post that always points to Laugh-Tale. That's why he's always lost. He's a log post that must have somehow eaten the human fruit, model Mosshead or something, which turned him into a 3-sword wielding swordsman that always gets lost. Another funny meme crack theory. The third honorable mention is that Kaido is a poneglyph that ate a mythical Zoan, turning him into what he is now. This one is pretty low on my list because the theory itself isn't that absurd. While I don't think it's true, it's definitely not a crazy theory or anything. The theory basically just explains that since he's a poneglyph, it explains his insane durability and strength. Also, my man is built like an actual Roblox character. His body looks like a fucking square. And what else is a square? The poneglyphs. Well, technically they're cubes, but who cares? Same thing. He's also very big, like a poneglyph as well. It's also shown that objects can eat devil fruits as well. So it's not an uncommon thing that happens. So overall, it's a theory that I don't think is gonna happen, but it's not that absurd. And the next one is again another meme theory, which I also found on Reddit. I know, a lot of my theories come from Reddit, but it's funny, so I don't fucking care. I'll also link it in the video description in case you wanted to see it. The theory is related to Luffy's true dream. When Luffy revealed his secret dream to his crew, it was met with a lot of different reactions. We as the reader didn't get to see what his dream was, but based on his reaction, we can make some guesses. Chopper was excited in a positive way, so perhaps Luffy's dream is somehow related to medical books, cotton candy, ninjas, or robots. Robin seemed surprised, so maybe it's something abnormal or out of character for Luffy. Sanji thought it was funny or interesting, but he didn't seem that surprised, so perhaps it's related to food in an extreme way. Frankie and Brooke thought that it was crazy and funny, and displayed that you go girl reaction, so perhaps it has something to do with technology. Usopp seemed slightly shocked, so it might be dangerous or risky. Nami seemed worried, so it's something possibly dangerous or expensive. Jinbei seemed slightly ridden with disbelief, possibly something over the top, even for Luffy. And Zoro seemed like surprised and skeptical, perhaps something that Zoro views as underachieving. In conclusion, with all these information, we can conclude his dream is to open a huge floating all-you-can-eat restaurant right next to the Marine headquarters, serving only meat, cotton candy, milk, and cola with ninja robots as staff. That, my friends, is Luffy's true dream confirmed. Now, moving on from that theory, the next theory is actually kind of fucking crazy. I'm not even gonna try to explain the theory. I'm just gonna show the video, or whatever the fuck this thing is.
We all know that currently Don Krieg is the strongest One Piece character since he uses the golden haki. But Goda is cooking something else. In volume 25 and 105, there is a goat and rabbit symbolizing the Chinese year. Goda has drawn a panel in volume 26 of Kingdom, a hit manga in Japan that covers Chinese war history. Which means that in volume 106, the Chinese guy from Kingdom will appear, Ri Di Bing Chilling. He uses the rice picker haki. With its presence, he can make anyone Zoro's target. He also uses the Mao Mao Zedong devil fruit, which can erase anything from history. This explains Emu's ability. All this confirms that Emu is Ri Di Bing, chilling with the clues that Goda left us, and the strongest character in One Piece's history.
Yeah, Ri Di Bing Chilling is the strongest One Piece character in existence. I don't know why, but I find stupid satirical One Piece theories like this to be so fucking funny for some reason. When I first watched this, I bursted out laughing. One Piece is just a gold mine for funny bad theories. I don't know why, but this seems to be the case for a lot of like short content. There are just a lot of stupid One Piece theories. Like I saw another One Piece theory the other day. I forgot where it is, so like I can't fucking find it. But it claimed that Nami is the most overpowered character on the Straw Hat crew. But she can control the weather, therefore controlling the ocean, and therefore can defeat every single devil fruit user in existence, making her the Straw Hat's secret weapon. It's so dumb, but the way the person presented it made them sound like they were dead serious. Like, bro, did you forget Jinbei is a literal son of the sea? And did they also forget that not everyone has a devil fruit? Like, Shanks doesn't have a devil fruit. And like, there was another theory that explained how Luffy and Blackbeard are the exact same character, because if you replace Luffy's name with Blackbeard, it spells Blackbeard. Yeah, if you replace someone's name with another person's name, it will spell that person's name. Overall, I could literally spend hours watching these bad One Piece short theories, and it'd still be entertaining as fuck, man. I hope that these bad theories never stop coming, because I find them to be so enjoyable, man. So the last and final theory I want to talk about today is that the One Piece is the friends we made along the way. This is one of the oldest One Piece theories, and it is a bad one. Oda himself confirmed that this is not the case, and that the One Piece is an actual physical thing. But there are people out there who think the One Piece is the friends we made along the way. Imagine after 20 years of One Piece, the reader and Luffy finally make it to the end. After so many challenges, after defeating so many opponents, they see a chest on Laugh Tale, and they open it. And inside, they see nothing. It's fucking empty. All that's inside is a message saying, the One Piece is the friends we made along the way. Signed, Joyboy. This concludes my list of bad One Piece theories. I had a lot of fun making this video because I got to witness the most deprived theories to ever exist. And boy was it fucking entertaining. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please do go outside and touch grass. And with that out of the way, this video is now over.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. This is cringe, but please do leave a like and comment and subscribe. Leave a like and comment. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.